Hello everybody, this is Chef Alejandra again. We're cooking in Mexico Lindo kitchen and we are going to do tamales today. The recipe for tamales is very simple. We're going to prepare corn flour. We're going to use lard and butter because we're going to make sweet tamales, and we are going to make them with some iconic ingredients from Canadian cuisine. So we're going to make maple syrup with our coconut and pineapple tamales. Okay, so tamal, it's a super traditional Mexican recipe. There are over 400 different types of tamales only in Mexico, and we're talking about types, not about recipes. Recipes, there are thousands. I particularly love tamales because they represent very well our passion, our respect for corn. Corn has a spirit according to our Mesoamerican cultures and traditions. And I'm going to show you the ingredients. This time we're going to use the KitchenAid, the whisk. I know our abuelitas are not going to be that convinced, but I can assure you that this recipe, it's going to be amazing. But we're going to add a lot of air, and that fluffiness will be translated into fluffiness and creaminess in our masa. Okay, so come, I'm going to show you the ingredients. So for the masa, we are going to use corn flour, the same corn flour we use for tortillas, for masa, okay? Or for tamales. It can be, the only difference is the level of brownness, okay? We're going to use baking powder, a little bit of cinnamon. We're going to use sugar. We're going to use water. We're going to use water. We're going to use coconut, pineapple, and the creaminess, instead of using only lard, pork fat, we're gonna use half and half of pork fat and some butter. That way we're gonna get more creaminess. At the end, we're gonna add this amazing maple syrup flakes, and we're gonna serve with a little bit of maple syrup. You're gonna love this, okay? So, it's important that we mix first all the dry ingredients with the liquid, and at the end is when we're gonna add the fat or the butter and the lard. That way we don't break down the emulsion, and we can make a way better mix and masa, okay? So let's start doing it. We are gonna use, first of all, we're gonna dissolve the sugar, most of the sugar, in the water. That way the flavor is very even. It's even, okay? If you want and love colors, you can add a little bit of hibiscus flower liquid or beet juice to make it pink, because in Mexico we love pink tamales, okay? Okay, so we're gonna add the water. That you can even use agua de Jamaica or something that already has a color, or use something for coloring. We are going to use corn flour, the same corn flour of the tortillas or the tamales. You can use either, or antojitos. And then we're going to add baking powder and cinnamon. I love to add a little bit of some orange zest. Listo. Okay, and then we are going to start the whisk. A lot of whisking. And the idea of whisking is that we get a lot of air. It gets fluffy, okay? If you do this, you don't need to do the water putting masa so it flows, but you have a lot of air, okay? In the meantime, we are going to soak our corn husk in water for 10 minutes so it is pliable. And then when it's soft, we can take out the water, okay? We are going to scrape the sides so we can get an even masa. It's more like, I'm gonna show you, but it's like more like a cookie dough. Remember, the fat is not here yet, okay? Check this out. So, when we have a lot of fluffiness, a lot of air trap, that's the idea of the whisk, we are gonna add half of lard or pork fat and half of butter. This is a personal recipe, you know. I learned with my abuelita, with my grandmother, Maria, but also I started doing my own additions, and I think this tamale, it's really nice. We do it in Mexico Lindo Cooking in Cancun and Riviera Maya. So if you're on vacation and you want to learn about Mexican gastronomy and Mexican culture, come take a cooking class and you're gonna have amazing Mexican food. Okay, so let's add. Now that we have enough air, we are gonna do butter and pork fat. Swap. This is adding a lot of creaminess. Still, we're gonna scrape. We're gonna keep scraping. This smells like the corn and the butter and all the ingredients. So it's very, very aromatic and it's very nice. So we're just going to do one last today. We're gonna do one last mixing, and then we're gonna start making it, okay? Okay, so we have our corn husk. I'm gonna start putting it closer here. Nice, so we have a beautiful, fluffy, tasty flour masa for tamales. And look how beautiful is this. Check this out. Check this out. Okay, so now that we have our masa ready, we are going to assemble our tamal. We need fresh pineapple. We're going to use coconut. Remember, we soaked in water our corn husk, so we're going to take the excess of water. And we are just going to spread the masa. Try not to spread it too much on the sides and on the end, because actually you are going to fold it, so you don't want to lose all that masa, no? Get more into the center. We're going to get fresh pineapple. That's gonna add a tanginess or tartness, a very nice tartness, okay? Then we're gonna add some some coconut, dry and sweetened coconut, and then we're gonna close it. We're gonna let it fold completely, and then we're gonna press a little bit to get all the masa here, and we're just gonna fold. And this is a tamal, no? And then you can either use a piece of corn husk as a tie, or I love to use, I tied it too tight. So we're going to use, okay, so we're going to use a little tie. Not too tight, just enough so it doesn't open, because it's gonna go to the steam cooker. So our tamalera, we have our tamalera here. Look, we have water, no, the tray, and we are gonna put our tamales standing up all the way. And then we are just going to turn on the fire. We're going to turn on the fire, And we are going to cook that for approximately 40 minutes. In 40 minutes, our masa will be very, very soft, but it's going to be firm, and you're going to be able to taste it. So let's check this out. Okay, we have our tamales ready. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens with our pineapple tamales. So look at these beautiful steam. You know your tamales are ready because they are firm. So you have two options. You can either serve it and put the salsas next to it, or you can just untie your tamal. Okay. Okay. We are going to open our tamal. It is amazing. Okay. So I normally put this for presentation. I can serve my tamal next to it. We can serve some pieces of pineapple just to decorate. We are going to use some maple syrup from Canada. So we're making a Canadian Mexican tamal. Look at this beauty. Okay. And then we are going to use the flakes that we got. These are the maple flakes. So we're going to add a little crunchiness into the tamal. So look at this beauty. Check this out. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so keep posted for more recipes. I'm Chef Alejandra, and again, thank you very much to our cooking days. Bye-bye.